Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Professor Rodriguez, and it's so good to have you back here and to be back with more videos on supply chain and logistics. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is the MVC Logistics Academy, and I am Professor Rodriguez. I teach business, supply chain, logistics, and many other things in colleges in my area and online. I have worked in supply chain management and logistics for over 15 years. So you can say I've been doing this for a little while, and that's why I teach you the basic concepts that you need to know regarding everything in this industry. In this video today, we will learn about the importance of supply chain sustainability and explore the inspiring examples of some companies that are leading the way in sustainable practices. So what do you say? You want to get started? Let's learn logistics and supply chain and business and career development and much, much more. So let me tell you what is supply chain sustainability. Well, sustainability is or relates or it's all about considering the social, environmental, and economic impacts of a product or service throughout its entire life cycle. It involves integrating responsible practices into every stage of your supply chain. That's from sourcing raw materials and parts to the manufacturing to the distribution and even the disposal of said materials. When we prioritize sustainability, companies can reduce their carbon footprint. They can enhance their brand reputation. We all like that now, and contribute to a better future for all of us. And don't we really all want that? We actually want and kind of need to think about the environment. So, as I mentioned in the introduction, I'm going to showcase some companies that have thought about their responsibility or sustainability when it comes to their supply chains. The first example I have is a company named Luisa. They're a jewelry brand that values sustainability and incorporates various practices to minimize its environmental impact. They're also kindly sponsoring part of this video, and through this, I was able to discover that they're a jewelry brand that's taking sustainability to a whole new level. And I mean, what's not to love? Gorgeous, sustainable, nice jewelry that not only adds a touch of elegance to my outfit, but also gives me that warm, fuzzy feeling of doing good for the planet. I'm in. So Luisa should be a company that's definitely on this list and should definitely be on the video today. They're not just any jewelry brand. They are a sustainability leader. And I'm going to highlight some of their sustainability practices so you can see firsthand. First, we have responsible material sourcing. Luisa is committed to using ethically sourced materials in their jewelry production. They prioritize working with suppliers who follow responsible mining practices and ensure that their gemstones and metals are sourced from ethical and environmentally conscious origins. By doing so, they support fair trade and minimize the negative environmental and social aspects often associated with traditional mining practices. Luisa also promotes the use of recycled materials in the jewelry manufacturing process. They actively seek out recycled materials, such as recycled sterling silver and gold, to reduce the demand for newly mined resources. So it's another level, another layer to it, right? Now, this approach helps to minimize the environmental impact of metal extraction and encourages a more sort of circular economy when it comes to their particular industry. They also have sustainable packaging. Luisa also recognizes the importance of sustainable packaging and strives to minimize waste. They use recycle and recyclable materials for their jewelry boxes and their packaging materials. Additionally, they aim to reduce the use of single-use plastics in their packaging, and they opt for more eco-friendly alternatives whenever possible. Now, Luisa also focuses on creating high quality and durable jewelry pieces by using quality materials and employing skilled craftsmanship. They ensure that their products have longevity. This approach encourages customers to invest in timeless pieces that can be worn for years, which reduces the need for frequent replacements and helps you minimize waste. Transparent supply chain. Ana Luisa also believes in transparency and actively sharing information about their supply chain practices. They provide details about their sourcing methods, manufacturing process, and the origins of their materials on their website. And how I was able to find out so much information about them. This transparency helps customers make informed decisions and builds trust for the brand and the commitment that they have to sustainability. They also have something called the Jewelry Recycling Program. This is got to be my favorite part of Annalisa's practices. They encourage customers to participate in their jewelry recycling program. They offer a service where customers can send back their old or unwanted jewelry, regardless of the brand, for recycling. The commitment to sustainable sourcing, use of recycled materials, sustainable packaging, transparent supply chain, and jewelry recycling program really showcases their dedication to creating such beautiful and eco-friendly jewelry pieces. These are just a few examples of how Ana Luisa incorporates sustainability practices into their operations. Company number 2, that's Patagonia. One exemplary company that comes to mind since we're talking about jewelry and fashion and that sort of industry is Patagonia. When talking about supply chain sustainability, we have to name Patagonia, which is a renowned outdoor clothing brand. Patagonia has made sustainability a core value in their practices, and their commitment is evident throughout their supply chain. I can give you some examples of that. They source organic cotton for their manufacturing. They use recycled materials as well. And they prioritize fair trade labor practices on top of that. In addition, Patagonia also encourages consumers to repair and reuse their products, reducing waste and extending the product lifecycle. By implementing these measures, Patagonia has become a champion of sorts of sustainable practices within the fashion industry. Example number 3, or company number 3, Unilever. Another company leading the charge in supply chain sustainability is Unilever. They're a global consumer goods company. Unilever has set sort of ambitious sustainability goals for themselves, and they should because they're such a big company. Some of them include reducing its environmental impact and improving the livelihoods of millions of people. One remarkable initiative by Unilever that I could point out is their Sustainable Living Plan. They have committed to sourcing 100% of their agricultural raw materials sustainably and have made significant progress towards achieving this goal in the past few years. They have also prioritized responsible sourcing of palm oil, which is a tricky material, aimed to eliminate deforestation from their supply chains, and as well as actively promoting recycling and waste reduction programs. Moving into the realm of renewable energy and automobile manufacturers or the automobile industry, we got to talk about Tesla because they do stand out as a prime example of supply chain sustainability. Tesla's commitment to sustainable transportation extends beyond their electric vehicles, which we all pretty much know. They have established gigafactories that are powered by renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power to produce their batteries. Tesla is also known for vertically integrating their supply chain, reducing transportation and logistics related emissions. By focusing on clean energy and sustainable manufacturing, Tesla is revolutionizing the automotive industry and inspiring other companies to follow suit. Now that we have explored some inspiring examples of companies that focus on sustainability, now we got to discuss a few key principles that you need to know and keep in mind when we talk about sustainability in our supply chains. Principle number 1 is transparent supply chain. A transparent supply chain is crucial for sustainability efforts. This involves tracing the origin of raw materials, ensuring fair labor practices, and monitoring environmental impact. By being transparent, companies can identify potential risks, address them properly, and then collaborate with their suppliers to improve their sustainability practices. Principle number 2, ethical sourcing. Ethical sourcing refers to choosing suppliers that uphold responsible and sustainable practices. It involves conducting due diligence on your behalf or your company's behalf to ensure that suppliers meet social and environmental standards. By partnering with ethical suppliers, companies can create a very positive impact and they can promote their sustainability practices throughout their entire supply chain network. Principle number 3, circular economy. Embracing the circular economy model is another critical principle of supply chain sustainability. Instead of the traditional linear model of take, make, and dispose, the circular economy aims to keep products and materials in use for as long as possible through recycling, reusing, and repairing. This approach minimizes waste and reduces the need for getting or extracting new resources, new materials, new parts. So that's the beauty in this type of principle. And that brings us to the end of this lesson on supply chain sustainability. Remember that every company, regardless of what size, what industry, what they sell, has a power to make a difference in our environment. By prioritizing sustainability throughout the supply chain, companies can collectively create a more environmentally friendly, socially responsible, and economically viable future because, companies are out there to make money, so we have to be conscious of that as well. Companies like Luisa, Patagonia, Unilever, and Tesla are making the changes that aren't easy, but they're the right thing to do. That is all for today's video. I am Professor Rodriguez. Thank you for your time and joining me today. I hope this lesson has inspired you and where you work to explore supply chain sustainability a little bit further, maybe motivate your company to take some action. If you have any questions or want to share your thoughts on this topic, don't forget to leave a comment below. I have also added some of the links to the companies that I talked about down below in the description, so don't forget to check those out. Also, give us a like, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Take care, everyone. Bye.